what's up everyone? We are back with a very special pup, and I'm going to try not to just cry, and I'm going to try to tell it quick. I know. So Candyman here, we just saved him. He was at one of the highest kill shelters in Southern California. He was youth listed because, and youth listed, for those that don't know, they will put dogs on a list for euthanasia, and they can be killed at any moment. And it's usually not because of the dog. It's 99% of the time it's because the shelter is full. In this case, the shelter is full. Candyman had been there since earlier in November. He was starting to show some kennel stress, which is so expected. I get stressed when I go to the kennel, and because the shelter was full, the shelter placed him on the youth list, so he was like up next to be euthanized. And then some shelter advocates on social media found out. They posted his video begging for anyone, any rescue, to step up, or a foster. Viola here had saw the video, and she had recently lost her own pity, and commented that she was willing to foster if a rescue stepped up. And that is how Candyman is alive and here today, because she stepped up to foster. We had the funds to save him because of Home for the Holidays, and that is literally why Candyman is alive and here today. Otherwise, he would have been killed that day at no fault of his own. So thank you so much for not only commenting on that video, but stepping up to foster, especially when you've never done it. You are an amazing foster. I just saw how you were with him.
Thank you.
She has worked so hard with Candyman already, and she was very... I reposted it, but your post about how he... What did you teach him recently about
with the crate?
Yes,
not to bolt out of the
crate. All these things that a lot of fosters would throw in the towel right away, or be like, oh, this is too much or too hard. You took it as a really great opportunity to not only teach people, but you trained him. It was not easy maybe, but it was pretty simple. He was quick.
Yeah, he's very, very smart.
Yeah.
He learns very quickly. I don't think he's had any training beforehand, although he's completely housebroken.
Yeah.
But the crate thing, it happened, I have cats at the house, and he loves to chase them.
Yeah.
So he can't just bolt out of the crate and after the cat, so
Yeah.
I taught him to stay until I allow him to come out. He also now has recently learned to wait to eat before I allow it to him.
Wow.
So he's just drooling and drooling and drooling. And he loves food.
Yeah.
He's food crazy.
I'm like, he looks skinny. I'm like, wherever you were before. I'm like, maybe you weren't eating.
He's been filling in a little bit, but he's still super skinny.
Yeah.
I feed him like 3 smaller meals throughout the day, and I spoil him. Yeah. He gets so many treats, and he loves his Kong, and he's a really, really good dog, and he has a lot of potential. He just needs somebody to keep training him. Yeah. And I know, baby, do you want to sit? You want to sit?
Show everyone how awesome you are.
No, that was not the sit. Yeah.
I spoke to
He's a big snuggler too. He'll do anything for a snuggle as well. No, not on the couch.
He's such a good boy, and this is the problem that happens at shelters is dogs seem, I don't want to say aggressive because that's like the worst word to use, but they seem stressed and not how they actually are, because being in a cage in a shelter is so stressful. If I walk through the shelter, I get sensory overload. I'm stressed out. It's so loud. It makes me want to cry because it's just there's so much going on. So if I feel that way, I can't even imagine how a dog feels. And it just goes to show how they just need to be in a home with a good pack leader.
Yeah.
So how old is Candyman? I got distracted there telling the
story. The shelter said he's 4. However, the person who gave him his vaccinations said that he is probably only 1 or 2.
Okay, so he's
which
young.
would make sense with his puppy energy. Yeah. No. But yeah, officially he's 4 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but he's young. Either way, he's young. He is. We don't have it. Do you know how much he weighs by chance? It's okay.
Around 42 pounds now.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got him, he was like barely 40.
Yeah.
And so now he's like at 42.
Yeah.
So he gained a couple
of
pounds.
Gain a little bit more, and your coat's gonna be looking better. I know. Yeah, he's so handsome.
He's very
handsome.
He's
a great size.
He is.
So have we tested him around? I know that. Have we tested him around any dogs since you saved him?
No, not yet. So, but we will hopefully test him today. He seems very friendly towards them. He's usually wagging his tail, but he has not any
He
no
maybe
face-to-face.
Know how to do. Yeah.
No, and
he
just needs to calm down before he can meet anything. No cats.
Okay. He wants to play.
He wants, there is no aggression, but he is pawing.
He wants to chase and
yeah,
play,
it's not.
It's not ideal for the
stresses
cat.
him out too. Yeah, and
Okay.
my cats are seniors, so it's like, you know.
Well, thank you for keeping him, even though it's harder with your cats. I know that was one thing.
We're making it work.
Yeah,
somehow.
well, you are awesome. Thank you. And you guys, this just goes to show, if we have a foster and the funding, we will save the dog. We want to save all the dogs. We want to save them all. We want to break every single one out of the shelter. And the only way we can do that is with your help. So thank you so much for stepping up to foster him and stopping by today.
Yes, of course.
If you're interested in meeting Candyman, this awesome boy, please go to our website, thelittlereddog.org, to fill out an application. And if you heard this story and you are inspired to maybe learn more about fostering, please reach out, fill out a foster application. We'd love to talk to you more about it. We cover everything.
He needs a foster too after
you're leaving. Yes, you're leaving. So, but even that, you can only temp foster. We're so desperate right now. We'll take that too. Anything is helpful. So please reach out if you're interested. Yes.
He'll be a cute
yes, and you'll be so ready to go by then. I know it. So if you're interested, thelittlereddog.org, and we will be right back with another dog.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me get some photos.